Hey, Brandon, I had to put on the Roland Park baseball hat for you, buddy, for this one. Hey, I'm really honored to be a part of this when your sister reached out to me. And there's very few people I have met in my life of whom I feel so connected and so proud. And I was trying to think of what I could say. You're an awesome guy. But I pulled up one of the recommendations I wrote for you, and I think it says what I want to say, so I'll read it. I've coached baseball for many years, and through that experience, I've come to know Brandon very well. I first watched Brandon from an opposing dugout when our two teams squared off when the boys were just 12. I could tell even then that Brandon was a great kid because he was one of those young men that just naturally stood out among his peers. He also happened to be, and still is, a fantastic baseball player. Our teams met again a few times over the next 2 years, and it was clear that we wanted Brandon to be a part of our team. When he joined us 3 years ago, I knew we were getting an amazing player, but I didn't know that we were also getting a smart, thoughtful leader who also has an incredible mental toughness that belies his friendly demeanor. Brandon genuinely made our team stronger, a more cohesive unit just by his presence. Brandon's evolved into a high school baseball star with some incredible personal achievements on the field over the last few years. In spite of his success, you would never know that he's a superstar because he's always been such a humble guy. The more attention he's received, he's worked even harder on his craft as a result. I heard someone just interrupt here real quickly. I heard somebody say recently, you shouldn't have to brag about yourself. It was a CrossFit champion who said this, because if you do good things, other people will brag about you. And Brandon, you stand out as somebody. So I'll finish this by saying my recommendation. Brandon is one of the very few kids that I've coached that I always felt like I'm interacting with a fellow adult when I'm talking to him. In parentheses, I wrote, he's my wife's favorite player, Coach Mrs. Doak. He's always polite, and even when the team's going through a rough patch, he's even keeled. I never once saw him lose his temper with a teammate, even though lesser effort from his peers can be a great frustration for high-level players. Brandon comes from a family that loves him dearly, and he's very well adjusted as a result. I had a telling moment with Brandon recently when I went to watch his high school football team. One of his teammates, Devin Owens, plays football at Owings Mills. Throughout the game, I saw Brandon interacting with his school community in a way that was very revealing. With both faculty and students, and they were saying his name over the loudspeaker all the time. Someone please find Brandon Richmond. With both faculty and students, you could see how well liked he is in his world. I can't say I was surprised, but it certainly validated what I've come to know about Brandon. There's a whole bunch more that I wrote. All of it's true. But man, I'm super, super proud of you. And I feel like of all the kids that I've had the pleasure to interact with, I feel very connected to you and your family, your mother, your father, your sisters. You come from a good crew, that Richmond family, and it's an incredible, it's been a joy. It's been an absolute joy. Now, I'm worried about something, and that is that you're getting into my business and that you're going to be my boss someday, but you'll be a cool boss, I'm sure. So, Brandon, continued success. Peace.